So welfare is obviously very important to Freshers Week. Do you have any good ideas, new ideas to make welfare more prominent to the week?
Freshers is really important. It's obviously one of our busiest times. I think a couple of parents last year were quite concerned leaving their kids here with us and then just kind of having no contact about what's going to happen to them. So me and Tom have both spoken about how we think it would be good to maybe have a leaflet that parents could take away with them, kind of talk about what we're going to do and how we're going to protect their kids while we're here. So things like how the Freps last year were told that they had to keep freshers away from the river as they walk them home, stuff like that. It's really important to parents, especially with the current news going on. Lots of parents are concerned about it, so I think that's really important to kind of come home. And then obviously improving what we do in welfare for freshers as well. We need more people to be working and it to just be more available during Freshers Week.
I have two questions, is that okay? So the first one you've kind of touched on just now is that recently there's been, from the council and the police and also the Students' Union, lots of information about the deaths in the river. What is your opinion on there being an alcohol issue in Durham, and how would you seek to liaise with those three people?
Okay. I think there is an alcohol issue in every university, and I think it's incredibly difficult to deal with. Evidence over there. It's really hard to deal with. I think basically the three bodies need to be really cohesive with each other. We need to make sure that we're all sending the exact same message and sending an effective message that's actually going to have some impact on students. Obviously, a lot of students, especially first years, come up here and one of their main aims is to get as drunk as possible. So I think it's really important that we can make sure they still have a good time, but that they're safe. Obviously, the river isn't particularly difficult to access at the moment, and who knows if that's going to change in the future, but it is a massive safety hazard, so we really need to make sure that that's kind of dealt with. I think the meetings with the Students' Union that we'll have to do, that are now part of the standing orders, I think they're really important, so we know what the Students' Union is, what their line of, what's the word I'm looking for? What their current stance is. Thank you, Beth. It's very kind of you. And then also I think the police need to, maybe they could do some scare tactics in Freshers Week when they come in to get the freshers to stay away from the river and other safety issues.
My other one is just that welfare officers, male and female, perhaps more than any other role in the JCR, is one where you will be most likely to have to drop everything at a minute's notice and you're not really able to manage your time. Someone could email you needing to see you, there could be an emergency. How are you going to be able to manage your time effectively to accommodate this?
Yeah, okay. I do appreciate that it's going to be a massive role and it is going to be one that basically you have to prioritise over everything else if there's an emergency and somebody needs you. So my plan that I currently have is basically just to get all my work done straight away. So it might be ambitious, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, basically just do all of my work in good time, hand it in early and stuff like that, so that should I need to stop working and just drop everything, that won't cause stress to me, and it will mean that I'll be able to give my full attention to the problem that's arisen and make sure that I'm helping them as much as possible rather than stressing about the summative at the same time.
Okay.
Thank you, Tara.
No. Thanks, Tara.